My name is Spencer Parker. I'm an ocean lifeguard specialist with the Los Angeles County Fire Department Lifeguard Division. So when you're coming down to the beach, one of the first things you want to do is check in with the on-duty lifeguard and ask them about any current ocean conditions or hazards that you need to be mindful of so that you can stay safe. If you go in the water, you also want to go swimming, surfing, or bodyboarding in front of an open lifeguard tower. That way the lifeguards can keep an eye on you and make sure that you're safe. You also want to swim, surf, or bodyboard within your abilities. Just know your limits. As far as rip currents don't really discriminate, right? So if you're in the ocean, it doesn't matter who you are, what size you are, or what your ability is, you're going to get pulled out to sea. Now, with small children, they can get stuck in what we call inshore holes. So that's when you walk into the ocean and it gets really deep all of a sudden, where a small child who's maybe 3 feet tall could get stuck in a hole that's 4 foot deep, whereas an adult could just walk through it. And a lot of times these inshore holes are at the base of a rip current because, like I said before, the water is going to travel back out to sea like a river at the path of least resistance, meaning the path of least resistance is a hole. So wherever you have deep water, that's typically where the rip currents are going to form and push back out to sea.
My name is Desmond Roll. I'm an instructor here at Waterworks Pasadena. I've been working in the water for about 10 years now in various facilities. I started off as a lifeguard in Fort Worth, Texas. I've been teaching people how to swim since I was about 20. Learning how to swim at a young age is always great. Little kids are pretty much little sponges. Whatever information we give them is going to get absorbed, whether it looks like they're paying attention or not. I've seen numerous kids who, like from age 3, were saying use your arms, use your arms, use your arms, and all of a sudden one day they're using their arms, whether it's my choice or their choice, but they're still doing it. If you're an adult and you're learning how to swim, you're kind of learning how counterintuitive swimming is. You're going to be holding your breath, you're going to be pushing backwards to move forward. Getting those life skills down whenever you're a young kid to help them kind of make more sense is always more beneficial. I've had a lot of adults who want to swim, who put the effort in, but just because we're not allowing ourselves to remain calm in the water, it is harder to learn how to swim as an adult. If you ever find yourself in a situation in the water where you're not feeling 100% comfortable, the number one thing to do is just try to remain as calm as possible. Get onto your stomach, get onto your back, and just kind of, as much as you can, relax through the situation. Once you start to panic in the water and your muscles tense up, you kind of shorten your breath. That's drowning. Drowning doesn't look anything like it does in the movies. There's no loud splashing, there's no screaming. Every person I've ever had to rescue who was drowning looked like they were just hanging out. A little kid who lets their mouth go too far into the water, an adult who's trying to keep their head above water but doesn't want to admit that they're not necessarily getting enough air to survive. Drowning doesn't look like drowning. So if you're ever in a situation where you don't feel 100% comfortable, alert somebody right away if you haven't already.
If you want the information or any kind of updates on a daily basis, you can always follow our social media platform on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, and that's LACO Lifeguards.
You can follow me on Instagram, PDROEHL. What's good? No.